Hello everyone. So I have a message from my collective out there today. And this message, it might touch or rub a lot of people wrongly though, but you know me. I don't care. The most important thing is I put the message out there. I just realized the reason why a lot of people run to churches. And I'm not gonna lie, I used to be that person who I'll go to churches to, in my mind is seeking God. Seeking God. But the honest truth was I was going to these churches, confirmation, I was going to these churches and having no clue what the hell I was doing in there. Honestly. Was I going there for the music? Yeah. Some of them, they had good musics, of course. The choir members in there could sing. Yeah. But if we were really honest with ourselves, or if we are truly, really honest with ourselves, though, we go to these churches without having a clue of why we are going there. We just say, oh, we believe in God. And we are going to go serve God. But yet we don't have a clue of who God is. We don't have a fucking clue of who this God is that we so much wish to know him. We don't. Yet we wake up every Sunday or maybe Wednesdays and go to church. Yeah, society will say, Ali, you got to believe in something, right? You gotta have blind faith. Yeah, of course, you gotta believe in something. You gotta have blind faith. But honey, blind faith without knowledge, honey, is ignorant. It's ignorant. That's all we were doing. I was ignorant. That's it. Yeah, I was ignorant of a lot of things. Until I awoken. Until my soul decided that, baby, you gotta wake me up. You gotta stop playing small. You gotta stop being controlled by the metrics, like this metrics that you're living in, honey. I don't belong there. You gotta wake up. Until my soul told, it was like, baby, nah, honey, you are not this small. This is not who you are. You cannot keep living your day-to-day life going somewhere, yet you're still ignorant of why you're going there. Because, they say, God is there. There's an altar, or people are singing and dancing, or they are praising God. But at the end of the day, they still get up and have one heck of a negative mindset, thinking evil about everything in their freaking lives, hate their neighbors, hate their sisters, hate their brothers, gossip about everybody, talk shit about everybody. Yet they wake up every day and go to church. My soul was like, hell to the no. That's not who you are. That's not who you are. You say you want to know God. You really want to know God? Okay, honey, I'm going to show you who he is. I'm going to wake you up. In fact, I'm going to slap you back to reality, to who you truly are. Then, this message came today. Why do we really go to churches? Have you all realized that most of the time, when preachers or pastors or fathers are preaching, they really never talk about darkness? They really never talk about darkness. They always talk about darkness as though it's so evil. It's so bad. They make it seem as though everybody that goes to these churches, are light. They are angels. They are good. They are so good. But at the end of the day, the world is going crazy with darkness, with evil, with hatred, with so much envy. But you will never hear pastors actually preaching this in churches, because they make it seem as though, once you go to church, my dear, you're already in heaven. Once you go to church, oh, you're in heaven. No, you're not. Because the truth is, they don't tell you the truth about this heaven and hell. They don't actually tell you. Although they don't. Going to church every day doesn't take you to heaven, honey. Going to church every day don't take you to heaven. Going to church every day doesn't mean, honey, you carry your soul, what is it? You're holy. You're not. Oh my God. I wish they told me this truth a long time ago. I wish they did. But there was nobody to tell me, because, as I always say, a lot of us who go to churches, though, and seek God, has never ever tried to say, let's seek God for ourselves. No, we are seeking Him based on false beliefs and false things that we were told growing up from childhood. Because, oh, our forefathers went to churches, our ancestors went to churches, especially when the white man came and gave us the book, the Bible. We carried that mentality our whole life. We never took the time to say, no, let me sit with myself to really seek this God. And I also realized that, baby, spirituality is not for the weak. Spirituality is not you going to churches and sitting there and shouting, oh, I receive all of this nonsense. No, spirituality is not for the weak. Spirituality challenges you to actually sit, in fact, to go through what they call the midnight of the dark night of the soul. Do you know what is the dark night of the soul? It's for you understanding that you actually carry light and darkness in you, honey. You're not all light, as pastors and fathers make it seem. You're not all light. You were created in light and darkness. That light and darkness exists within you. One cannot exist without the other. And this is the truth that they don't tell you. They don't tell you that. Yes, that darkness is not how the darkness that they don't is actually. It's simply because a lot of them don't actually know the knowledge behind it. That's it. They are just blowing air. They are just speaking. Oh, I'm a man of God. Oh, I'm a woman of God. Oh, I'm this. They don't have the knowledge. They're just speaking it. Because, honey, for you to go through real spirituality, for you to go through real spirit, like for your soul to awaken, honey, you got to go through the dark night of the soul. The suffering that knows no bound. But that suffering is not there to harm you. It's not there to kill you. The suffering is for you to awaken the part of, in fact, to break the metrics of which you have been programmed to believe who you are. That's the suffering you go through. And you know what it means for an old version of yourself to die? You know what it means for an old version of who you were told to believe that you are to fall off? That is a dark night of the soul. For your ego to fall, like, to shed every part of who you were, you know to believe you are. And a lot of your pastors have never gone through that. Let's talk about it. A lot of them has never gone through that kind of suffering. So if you have not gone through that, how the hell do you think you want to know God? You can never know God from a place of your fucking ego. You can never know God from a place of your ego. No, He doesn't live there. No, honey. You will not know God from the program that you have been programmed your whole existence of who you are. No. You will only know God through that divine within you. That, oh my God. From that depth of your soul, of who you truly are. And you knowing who you truly are, light and darkness have to be balanced. As I said, one cannot live without the other. One cannot live without the other. Part 2.